this is what your freezer looks like, you might need some organization. As you can tell, I am pretty much floor to ceiling in this teeny tiny freezer with milk. So yeah, we didn't have much choice but to purchase a chest freezer to store my milk. This is a GE 7 cubic foot freezer. It is a chest one. You can get upright ones. This is just one I got from Home Depot. I've got it on setting number 4 right now, and it is at 0 degrees exactly. It's been there for about 24 hours, so I am ready to start filling it up. It comes with these 2 trays. I'm going to be taking those out so that I can put in my milk. Okay, what you're going to need is a bag of gallon-sized freezer bags. You're going to need some Sharpies and all of your milk. So I'm going to be using the block cube bag organization just because it's easier to grab and store and move from freezer to freezer. It's a very popular method. A lot of people do it, so here's how it's going to work. When I started in my small freezer, I kept them all in these little boxes, like nursing pad boxes. They're really great, and it just keeps everything nice and neat, but of course I outgrew this really, really fast. So when I started, I also was putting all kinds of different amounts in the bags. Now I do flat 6 ounces in every single bag. A lot of people like to do 5 ounces in every bag so that you can put 10 5-ounce bags in a gallon bag and have 50. That's a great way to go, but I still like 6 right now. Maddie's still taking 3-ounce bottles, so this is 2 full bottles in here. When she starts taking more, which will be probably pretty soon, I will probably do 3 ounces of frozen and then 1 ounce of fresh in each bottle. You know, you make it work. So figure out how much you want in all of your bags and make it a simple number that works for you. So my first task is going to be to put all the dates in order. I need to know what the freshest milk is, and I need to know what the first milk is. And it's kind of a disaster. So let's do that. Okay, now that I have them separated out, I'm going to start bagging them. Now, something that somebody showed me was to use a different color Sharpie pen for every year. So black was 2015. Anything that I bagged in 2015 is black, and 2016 is orange. So I can just see by the colors which year they were. Makes it so much simpler. I'm going to start from the newest to the oldest because I didn't have the equal amounts at the beginning, and yeah, I'm going to go from the end to the beginning. So I'm going to test it out here and see how many I can fit in a gallon bag. Because I have 6 ounces and they're not completely flat, even though I did freeze them flat, my freezer wasn't flat, whatever. I'm doing 1 up and 1 down, putting them together to hopefully make them fit as best possible. Okay, so this is 10 6-ounce bags, and I'm just going to go ahead and write the dates that they range from on here. Some people do say that Sharpie does rub off, so some people use stickers or tape or whatever. I'm not going to be moving them too much, so I'm not too worried about the Sharpie rubbing off. And there's my first cube ready to go into the freezer. And here are our final projects. Some of them are not super straight. They're supposed to be nice, you know, straight, flat cubes. But like I said, not all my bags exactly are flat. But they have all been labeled with the dates and then the total number up here, which my goal now is 60 in each bag, but before it was kind of all crazy. So now we're going to go put them into the freezer. The newest ones will go in the bottom, and we'll see if we can figure out how to make this somewhat accessible to rotate them. I will keep the oldest bag in my regular freezer to use and rotate our stash out. The reason people say to use upright freezers is because, well, it's kind of easier for you to figure out how to rotate things and such. I would probably put them flat as much as I can if I can fit them in that way, and then every once in a while I'll do a big rotation. So for now, this is all I've got. I just have 6 cubes, and they're just all in the bottom with the newest to the oldest. I probably am going to utilize a little bit different organization as I put back in. I'll probably pull the oldest one or the older ones out, move things around, you know, so that things don't get completely buried, and then of course take the oldest back into my own freezer to rotate and use. I'll perfect this system as I go along and get more, but for now, all of that is out of my house freezer. Woohoo! I'm super excited. And so that is my basic freezer storage for my milk right now. I will probably update it as my stash gets bigger. I'm not a big oversupplier, just a little bit, so I don't freeze very much, a couple ounces a day, but of course that adds up over time. So we're only a couple months in here, so I'll probably let you know how things are going in the future, because that freezer will probably be full in about a year. So that's what I'm doing right now. If you have any great tips for storing your milk, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Gosh, how cute is that? It is a board book